The devs accidentally just leaked the brand new update coming to Plants vs. Brainrots this Saturday, and they do not want you to know about this. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys every single leak you need to know for this brand new update, and even private messages from Armin himself exposing the brand new update. But that's a secret leak, so I'm only going to show the people at the end of the video there. But along with that, we also have a ton of other leaks to go over and what's coming for the future of Plants vs. Brainrots. But before we get on with the leaks, I'm giving away every single one of these dragon cannellonis to random subscribers. So if you guys want them, just make sure you like, subscribe, and comment your username down below, and I'll be picking a few in a couple days. But anyways, getting on with the leaks, we all know how the bosses update is like the first big update inside of Plants vs. Brainrots that just released a few days ago, and how the next update is actually on Saturday. And from recording now, which is a Thursday, we have 2 days until that update, and they've basically said nothing publicly. However, as I said earlier on, I'm going to be exposing some secret leaks from Armin himself at the end of the video, so let's just go over those. Now, the first one you guys have most likely seen, it's this brand new sneak peek mango plant fruit. I don't know what it is. It's 3 mangoes on a plant, and it's got like the 6-7 troll face on there. I don't really know. People are saying this is going to be a plant, but if I'm honest, 6-7 mango is a brain rot, so I feel like it could be a brain rot similar to the 6-7, even though 6-7 is not really like an Italian brain rot like the rest of these. I do think that that is actually going to be a brain rot, but let me know what you guys think. I think it would either be spawned from the admin abuse, most likely, so make sure you guys are online this weekend for the admin abuse to spawn in the 6-7 mango, whatever the frick. Like, I can't believe this is what I'm saying. I can't believe this is my job. But that's something that we all know here. Now let's talk about the next update. And actually, a lot of people have like actually been super confused about what the next update is, because like they haven't said anything. Like, they haven't said a single thing about the brand new updates. Like, I think 2 weeks ago they released like the Frozen event or something, and then they did the bosses update, but now nobody really knows. However, I have a pretty good theory, and I'm like 99% sure this is going to be the update. And the thing that Armin said at the end of the video pretty much backs this up, that this is going to be the future update, which I'm super excited for because it honestly sounds super cool. So you guys are going to need to look forward to that. But what I think is going to happen is, because you know how in Grow a Garden, which Jandal actually owns this game and owns Grow a Garden, so they do kind of interlink with each other. But you know how they always have like part 2 events to things? If we go to the Grow a Garden update log here and just scroll down, you can see here, like if we come up from here, we have the Busy Bee event, and then we have the Busier Bee event, and then we have the Summer Harvest, and then we have the Mega Harvest, and then we have the Prehistoric event, and then we have the Pet Mutations event, which was Prehistoric Part 2, I think. But every time, they always have like Part 2s to the events. And I'm sure you guys all know this, but if we press on the group that made Plants vs. Brainrots, Yogurt Studios, it's owned by Jandal. And you can see, like, while Armin and Dennis and stuff are all in this bit, Gert, the main guy, is actually Jandal. So a lot of the devs that work on this game are actually like Grow a Garden devs, like dev named David, Brighter, there was Perth here, just a lot of them. So I can imagine them taking one out of the Grow a Garden book and using bosses as a bosses part 2 update. And I think that it'll be something called a mega boss here, which is my prediction. And honestly, I think this could change the game forever. Like, we all know how the bosses spawn every 500 Brainrots you kill, right? But then nobody is talking about this thing over here. This thing was not here last week. Like, I remember when this got added vividly. Let me know if you guys do as well. But you can see it's like kind of 4 of like the roads. Like, it kind of looks similar to this thing here, but it's 4 of those things, and then it has like a big platform in the middle, which is like that kind of beige color. And if we come to our garden here and then go to our Brainrots, it's like the exact same or close to the same beige color. Like, I'm not sure what this is going to be. However, the thing that Armin said at the end of the video literally tells us what this thing is going to mean and how it'll be implemented into the update. So I am still so confused about it, but I guess we'll find out later. If we just take a look at this island as well, there's like some 4-leaf clovers here, so maybe this island could increase your luck in some way, because like the luck thing is also 4-leaf clover. I really have no idea. And this also does have like 4 lines, but there's 6 people in a server, so I'm not really sure how that can work. Maybe this is like a mega boss fight against all of the people? But I mean, moving on from that, because like that can't be the only thing in the update. Like we all know inside of the bosses update, they obviously released the brand new bosses, but then they also added like new like plants and brain rots, right? Like they added the Shroombeano, they added the grape, which I somehow have not gotten yet. And then they also added the Agalini, Lapalini, Alacio, and the Last Tralalitas. And those were like all of the new things they added, and also the 3 brand new mutations on Brainrots. So I think that they could add some of like that new stuff in this game. We really have no idea because there's like so many Italian Brainrots, but I think that since this game is so new, they're gonna like use some of the classic Brainrots, and presumably like at least 3, because that's what they added last week. So I think that kind of sets the standard there. If we come over to all of the Brainrots in Steal a Brainrot, we can take a look. I think all of these are in the game. Actually, not the PP Kiwi, Type of the Pharaoh, or Liddy Ladila, I don't think. So I think some of these, what are like some new ones that they could add? Maybe they could add like a cool godly or something, like which one is like recognizable? They gotta add like the recognizable ones, like Odin. No. Oh wait, no, that's already in the game. Yeah, something like a Coco Fanto or Fanto. I know that's a legendary. Oh my god, I'm tired, guys. Oh yeah, something like a Chiclatera, Biciclatera, or like a Nuclearo, Dinosauro, Tototosahor. All of these things they can add to the game in this update, and they most likely are. Like, what would be this game if they just didn't add a single Brainrot on the update? So we could definitely be expecting new ones of those, and maybe possibly a new plan of something. That would be super cool. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna be getting any brand new rebirths, because like we just got 2 in the last update. I think it'd be kind of insane, especially if they expanded the island more for it. Like that would be a nuts amount of rebirths. So I don't think we could be expecting any of those, but you know, you never know, right? But now I think it's time I go over the thing I've been teasing the entire video, the secret DM that came from Armin himself. And no, guys, I did not get this from Armin myself. I am not asking that. However, one of my friends, Spot, did, and he showed it in his video here. If we go to his Steal a Brainrot, I mean Plants vs. Brainrots video here, and then we skip to a certain timestamp in the video, you can see that he asked Armin about that a weird island over there, to which Armin said, all I can say is everyone gonna find out what's happening there in the next update, which means that this brand new platform is guaranteed to be added to this update. So what I think that this brand new update is going to bring, guys, it's gonna bring a few new plants, a few new Brainrots, possibly that 6-7 mango Brainrot / plant thing that we saw earlier, but also I think this is going to be something called a mega boss fight, where 4 different players team up with either their baseball bats or maybe even their Brainrots to fight, or even both, and then they have to fight a huge Brainrot with like millions and millions and millions of health in here. And then if you defeat it, you'll get like some kind of exclusive plant, or maybe even that Brainrot to put in your garden. I mean, in your Brainrot thing. I think that makes a lot of sense here. And it could be like a secret rarity, maybe. Like a mega boss rarity. And maybe defeating it will even grant you server luck, as we can see with these 4-leaf clovers here. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and what you thought about what Armin said. Make sure you like and subscribe if this helped, and click the video on screen right now if you want to see 10 more update leaks coming to Steal a Brainrot in the future. And I'll see you later, bye.